This show is brought to you by Irresistibility, expert help for women with online dating. Are you experiencing inbox crickets or real-life crazies? It's not you, it's your online dating profile. Let us help you do online dating that leads to real-life love and romance. Go to helpmeonlinedate.com and we will send you the first 2 video chapters of our program for free. You are listening to Single Smart Female.
This is Jen.
And Jen,
Letting it all hang out for your love life.
examining your dating experiences and answering your hot topic dating questions.
Just you and us. Jen squared. No topic is off limits and no filters involved.
We are here to help you do dating on your terms.
If you have a question you would like us to answer or would like to immediately upgrade your love life with our collection of classes and exclusive merchandise, meet us over now at singlesmartfemale.com. Hello, my single smart females, Jen and Jen, here to help your love lives. And we have a single smart female listener question today, and this is actually a very serious question.
Indeed.
So we're going to try to keep it lighthearted, but it is super fucking serious.
It is for real. And yeah, it's something very interesting topic. So Jen, are you ready to hear the question?
I am. Hit me hard. Well, you're about to hit me hard, so go ahead.
I promise I'm not going to actually hit you physically though. Okay.
I might like that.
Stop. It's silly. Okay. So this question comes from Miss Lovely and Loveless from Michigan, and she writes, "Hello, Jens. First off, I love you both dearly and truly commend you for the work you do for the empowerment of women."
Thank you
we
for
just want to
saying that.
say we love you too. Yes.
Thank you.
With that being said, I find that I have a rather unique situation that I'd be honored to receive your take on. So here it goes. Regarding dating, what are your recommendations when you are a single smart female with a stalker? Ideally, with my work and school schedules, online dating has been my preferred method. However, online dating is no longer the safest option for me. I dated a guy for 10 months and have been stalked by him for the past 3 years. In any form of fashion you can imagine, he's done it. I live in a smaller town, and though I do travel, I can't seem to find a method that would allow me to put myself out there to even begin the mingling process. Would I just have to wait to date until I'm financially able to move across the country to reinvent myself? I find my situation to be disheartening, Jen. Jen, I know that you say that online dating is a great option in today's age, but what if it's not so great? I am quite aware that I am a great catch, but just can't seem to find a method to be caught. I have been single for 3 years now and have taken that time to protect myself and become an amazing single smart female. I'd like to share my awesomeness with another human being, and I'd like to have a family one day before my eggs fry. Can you please help? Any advice would be greatly appreciated. Thank you. In reference to her dating life, she says, "It is non-existent, but I am a good sport about it. I'm not desperate for attention or affection, so I absolutely will not settle for just anyone. I have self-love, clear boundaries, and healthy deal breakers. I can't say that guys don't hit on me, but I am only available for genuine connection and friendship, not lust. For this reason, online dating used to work best for me, but my stalker creates fake accounts and uses online dating as a means to track me and my whereabouts." Goodness.
Okay, so there is nothing worse than I hate than men like this. This is
Creepy.
it's beyond fucking creepy.
Yeah.
It angers me to no end, these type of men. And for Miss Lovely and Loveless, to be honest, I don't have a ton of experience in this area. It's not something that any of my clients had had to deal with. I think the years I've done this, we've had one situation that I was able to take care of really quickly, but I'm not an expert by any means. So my response to you would be, have you thought about having him killed?
Oh my gosh.
I'm so kidding right now. I'm so kidding. She's probably thought about it though.
Okay, just disclaimer that is, we
it was a
never
joke.
encourage death like by our own means here. But I like that joke. That's a funny joke.
Okay. With that said, By the way, ladies, just so you know, it's not that I think that this is not a very serious situation. I tend to deal with very dark situations with dark humor.
I can
Just so
attest
you
to
know.
that. I know that. Yes.
That's just who I am. My husband's the same way. That's one of the reasons we have such an amazing time together. But that doesn't mean I don't think that this situation is very serious. Now, I want to tell you, I want to pull Jen into this. And even though Jen didn't have this situation on any level, she had a situation where she was where she shouldn't be in life.
Are you talking about what happened 3 years ago ish?
Well, yeah, I'm talking about Texas. I'm talking about Missouri. I'm talking about your move to here.
Okay.
And she was talking about moving cross country. And the reason I'm bringing this up is that's actually something that I would consider very seriously, even if you don't have the funds to do it, because there are ways to do things even when you don't have the funds. And you'd be amazed. And I don't encourage this. I really want to encourage all of our single smart females to be financially responsible. But sometimes the universe, actually a lot of times when it's something important like this, and I've had situations in my past like this as well, the universe, once you make the leap, will financially cover your ass and things can get financially better. So I know there's some things about school here, all kinds of stuff, but that's one thing I would deeply consider. I would consider figuring out a way, and we women are great. When we really want something, we're fucking fabulous at finding the money to make it happen. Okay? And I do think that the universe will cover your ass afterwards. Absolutely. Thoughts, Jen?
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, because I encourage, it wasn't just me, but I encouraged Jen several times to make really gigantic moves because it was part of her destiny, and that this very well be part of that.
Yeah, I mean, all of my life I wanted to move away from where I grew up and get closer to the ocean. And for about 10 years, I contemplated it and finally started making moves towards that, and then made a move to Texas for a little stint, and then got a job opportunity in California. And the truth of the matter is that I am where I belong now. Before, I loved the city I grew up in. In fact, I talk about it all the time. People probably get annoyed by that, but it wasn't where I was meant to be. And now I feel like where I'm meant to be. And that is actually a very peaceful feeling. And I don't know, it just is, it's a different way to start your day when you know this is where I'm meant to be.
Yes. Yeah. It's huge. And sometimes we have these really horrific things going on because we need to address our physical location.
Yeah.
Sometimes we can't just make it better over time. And that's the thing that's standing out the biggest to me right now in your submission. So please, of course, it's ultimately your decision. It's ultimately your capacity. It's ultimate. And I'm not going to say that any of this is going to be fucking easy whatsoever, but it might very well be the best thing that's ever happened to you. Okay. I know it was for Jen, and, amazing things are happening because of it. With that said, I want to say, if you're going to stay where you're at, I absolutely agree with you. Online dating's not for you right now. I believe in online dating 100%, but if you've got some fucker who is making your life hell in that capacity, do make sure, and I'm sure you've done this, and this is for all ladies like out there, make sure you're going through all of the resources and doing everything you possibly can to keep yourself protected. Really, truly important.
Right. Yeah.
And I'm sure she is. I really get that sense about her. But do make sure you're covering yourself in every way possible, and go through the different stalking websites and go through all the different things that you should do. Okay. So with that said, I still, even if you do decide to stay there, I'm totally cool if you don't do online dating. I'm totally cool with you doing social dating. You said you're in a small town. Just go, not just go. I know it's not exactly as simple as that all the time, but go do a lot of the dating events in the nearest big city town and have some fun learning how to date. I love your confidence, but I want to hit a piece of your confidence that's not truly confidence. We call it confidence, but it's not truly confidence. And I want you to think about this and sit with this and then play with this. So you said you're not down for just lust and that you're only down for true connection. There is very few times in life where we know that true connection is going to develop without playing in those fields of just getting to know each other and having playful conversation. Now, if a guy goes sexual on you right away, just let him know, hey, I like playing with you and having fun conversations, but I'm not down for the sexual piece. I'm not comfortable with that yet. Okay? But having, flirting, things like that, and seeing what develops, you cannot determine whether or not there's true connection until you determine the time and commitment he's willing to put into you over time.
Right.
You want to speak to that?
This is exactly the same piece I wanted to touch on too. Like, just because someone has sexual attraction to you doesn't mean that they only want
sexual attraction.
Sex.
Yeah. It doesn't mean that. Sexual attraction is a natural reaction to your beauty. Okay?
So I want her to play with the guys that are showing her attention or hitting on her, and tweaking the way she deals with them so that she inspires them to step up for her. And that's exactly
play with that energy. If they're vulgar about it, fucking shut that shit down.
Right.
If that's not comfortable for you, shut that shit down. I have no problem with that. But what I think you're mistaking right now is vulgarity for just the fact that they're attracted to you.
Right. And I mean, in all honesty, let's be real. Do you want guys to be attracted to you? I do. Now, a lot of women think no right from the get-go, especially and I get in her situation. She's already been through some hell with some stupid motherfucker who. Right. For sure. But I mean, we all, this used to be a big thing for me. I used to get a lot of men that would say a lot of sexual things to me. And I'm not saying that it doesn't ever happen anymore. It doesn't happen like it used to. But sometimes they find you attractive. Mm-hmm. And if I had to choose, do I want someone to find me attractive or do I want no one to find me attractive? I definitely want somebody to find me attractive. It's okay that they find you attractive.
Okay, I'm trying to think of the Mae West quote where she says, it's better to be looked over than overlooked. So, yeah, because there's two sides of that. There are a lot of women who get really upset that men never notice them. And then there are a lot of women that are upset that men notice them. I want you ladies to be comfortable and know how to manage sexual attention, know how to manage male attention in general. That's what we work on a lot of. But I also want you to know how to, if there's a piece of you that enjoys flirtation, things like that, if you don't want it to be sexual, know how to navigate that and not be afraid of it. But don't dismiss everything just because there is some lust there. There's something. Don't dismiss it as no potential for connection. Okay? I'm one of those people, when I start talking to you, I'm going to start talking about whatever. I'm really bad at the small talk, but I'm not saying that the small talk isn't necessary. It's okay to warm each other up. We don't have to go in hot and heavy. And I'm not talking hot and heavy lust-wise. I'm talking like hot and heavy and like this connection. We've been soulmate for years, even as friends or whatnot. It's okay to take other people at their pace as well and not just expect everyone to show up right where you're at. And also, these men that you're talking, you need to see if they're willing to put in the effort, like I mentioned before. Because if they're not, they don't deserve your connection. And that doesn't happen on the first time you meet them. There's no way to fucking know the first time you meet them.
Absolutely.
You might have a very strong feeling, but it doesn't necessarily, because I hear women talk about all the time, I thought we had this really deep connection, and then all of a sudden he fucking disappeared. Right. And that's not even on the sexual piece either. That's not even meaning that they've actually had sex together and then he disappeared.
Right.
Okay? As women, we need to look at the effort men are consistently putting in. Actions speak louder than words. Actions speak louder than words, especially with men. Look at his actions and then start to determine whether it's worth exploring, letting that connection evolve. Okay, lover girl, it's time for the final thought on today's show.
A man's sexual desire for you is a natural response to your beauty. It doesn't mean that it can't or won't develop into a true romantic connection. This show is brought to you by Irresistibility, expert help for women with online dating. Are you experiencing inbox crickets or real-life crazies? It's not you, it's your online dating profile. Let us help you do online dating that leads to real-life love and romance. Go to helpmeonlinedate.com and we will send you the first 2 video chapters of our program for free.
Hey, lover girl, this is Jen again. Don't forget to subscribe to the show in your favorite podcast app, as well as share Single Smart Female with all of your single smart girlfriends. And if you would like to play around and learn more about man-tourage dating, come see me at singlesmartfemale.com. Talk to you next time.